Okay, so before we begin, let's actually go to the coffee bar first to get some coffee. And I've been working hard on this place, people. Look at that. We have Steve outside here. Steve is one of the Squidwards that I've used in the past, and I think I want to use them again. They were a lot of fun, and I could have a lot more interaction with people. Like, I don't necessarily need villagers in spawn because that would mean that they could get raided and such, and I don't really want to deal with that right now. So I'm reintroducing the Squidwards, and we have Steve over here, which says, dude, I need coffee, so bar right now. I think I messed up. It's not supposed to say that. Never mind, don't look at that anymore. But over here we have Emily that says, hi, welcome to the coffee bar, how can I help? Those of you who are in my Discord should remember Emily. Emily is the best. Emily is one of our bots that, you know, keeps track of everyone, make sure they don't curse, make sure they don't use faulty words and such, and she's the best. She is the best. And then if we continue, we have the bar and a lot of seeds, and of course the fish tank, which is filled with fish. There they go. The only fish that I could find were cod, and I know there's a lot of salmon too around here, but I did not find that yet. But ideally, I would like a lot of tropical fish in there with a little bit of coral too. I mean, that would make that aquarium pop out even more color would go into there. And then we have Lisa over here that is wondering what is happening upstairs. Not a lot is happening upstairs, people. This is still a work in progress. I pretty much just copied the logo from outside to inside, and it's mirrored, so it's exactly the same, like the handle is on that side, on the outside as well. And I think that fits. And I'm thinking making a small stage up here or something, maybe a game room. I don't know yet. I know I said I wanted to look like our Discord channel, so I probably should make a stage up here of some sort. And there needs to be a picture wall. I'm thinking over here, and then there needs to be a promotional TV, maybe over there. But there is still a lot of stuff to be dealt with, and I think that we can turn this coffee bar into a shop at some point. And I've already stocked golden carrots over here. Not sure if I want to sell those yet. These are just mine to you know, insinuate they are being sold. But I'm not sure if I want to go the diamond route yet, or I just want to keep it open for everyone just to grab whatever they like. Like if they need golden carrots, they can just grab it, they don't need to pay for it. That's the way we've been treating this spawn area for now, and I quite like it, so I think I want to keep it that way. But I have a couple of stuff in mind that I want to sell in this coffee bar, and I'm already working on it. So as soon as we go ahead with the currency system on this server, we can go and do that. But for now, this bar is still free to go inwards, free to enjoy some golden carrots, and I want to include some coffee. And I think those are going to be speed potions, but I don't know yet. Another thing that I really want to show you guys is something that I've been working on in this side of our building, and that is this kitchen. I know it's not a lot, and I don't know, I think it just looks fancy. I think it's the quartz and the gray carpet and the wood that I used up there. I think that really, I don't know, that suits my style. And of course we have a coffee machine over here. We cannot miss it in our kitchen, people. We cannot miss that in our kitchen. We have some stoves, we have our fridge, we have our sink, and that is some sort of, you know, what do you have above your stoves? I forgot the word. That sucks out the air that is contaminated with, you know, all the felty smells and such. That is that thing. Lost for words. But yeah, that is pretty much everything that we have in our house at the moment. I do have one wall over here that I find it quite interesting. I mean, I was building this place and I was thinking what should go here, what should go there. And we had a lot of blank white walls. And even though I like the white walls, they're just, you know, a little bit too straight. So I thought maybe we could introduce a wall over here which has a lovely wallpaper design. And the more I look at it, the more I like it. I think that's gonna stay. The fish tank obviously is over here as well. It is a 2-story fish tank and we can see through the other side. So people in the bar may be able to see in our bedroom, but I don't mind. I don't have any secrets. I'm just alone on this server. There is nothing happening in the bedroom. Speaking of the bedroom, there is not a lot happening in the bedroom. This is just a bed and a balcony. What more could a boy ever want? I like this view. That is Throwlasher's place, and we can see Zero Derps if I, you know, up the render distance a little bit. But that tree is a little bit in the way, so that probably has to go. But I like where our spawn build is going. It still needs a lot of work. I mean, don't get me wrong, it still needs a lot of work, but I like where it's going. And I've started work on a deck area, but I quickly ran out of wood, so I need to fix that, and then I need to terraform a little bit because this is probably a no-go. I don't like that. But yeah, I've been working hard. And this is not it. There is more to come in the rest of the episode, don't you guys worry. Before I continue with showing you guys around, there is something that I need to address, and that's this. We have got elytras, and can I get that totally went wrong. I'm totally a professional. But Bex and I think JT went to the end, and they have got every single member on this server an elytra, and that is too kind of them. That is way too much, but I gladly took it because I want to go to the nether to get a lot of shulker boxes, and I really cannot fly this way. I probably should not tempt fate any longer. Let's just fly above spawn real quickly, and you guys can see there is a lot of stuff happening. Mainly, Zero Derps and Bex have been working on some pathways. And if you guys have not seen it yet, Darth Tamanis put his episode out on building his house. That is so cool. You guys should definitely check that out. And what is that? Is that a vine farm? It definitely is. And I see some shulker boxes. I cannot speak anymore already. And we really need some shulker boxes because I'm thinking of a storage system that pretty much includes shulker boxes as its main deal. And more on that later. I don't know if we'll be able to get to that this episode, but definitely I want to make some sort of nice storage system somewhere. Oh my god, I did not pay enough attention. Look at all of this. I did not see that yet. This is beautiful. This server is amazing. The people on this server are amazing. Look at the way that looks with the cobwebs and the ores. Damn. Just damn. Wait, and this just keeps going. How did I not? This is a small little cave. No way. No way. Holy heck. Is there more? I mean, I saw a little of it, but I didn't look at it closely enough. Look at that! Coral, sea pickles, tropical fish. I mean, how? How? Oh, I sound like an Indian. Okay, enough about spawn. This place is starting to look ridiculous and I'm feeling a little bit underwhelmed. I feel like I'm not contributing enough. These other people are just amazing. I've been working on another project and I've been dying to show you guys what I've been working on, and it has been a pain. Those of you who follow me on Twitter probably know where I'm going, but yeah. And this is it, people. This is it. I have been working on a villager trading center and it is amazing. I had a lot of trouble with these villagers because I knew nothing about villagers, period. I thought I knew a lot. from seeing videos from Mumbo Jumbo and Iskal and such. But I knew nothing, and oh, that is a lot of dinging. Let's put that down really quickly. That is something that I'll get to in a bit. That is still really loud. Let's just turn that off. There you go. Okay, but I've been working on this villager stuff, and it has been really hard. There is nothing more frustrating than working with villagers, but I got them to the point where I'm really happy with them, and if I just go here, this is my farm output, more on that later. If I just go in there, I can now sell pumpkins 1 for 1 emerald. So for every pumpkin that I sell to these villagers, I get an emerald. And experience. And a lot of it. Look at that. It is this easy. And then if I have melons with me as well, I can do a double tap. So I can do pumpkins, melons, then go on to the next one, pumpkins, melons, go on to the next one. And so with maybe a little bit more than a stack of pumpkins, I've got this. Emeralds, 4 days. And then if I look in this chest, I've got all my emeralds stored, and this is quite a lot. This is not something very minor. I mean, I am well on the way of making a beacon from emerald blocks, and that is quite amazing for me. And these guys on this side, they all have been discounted. Is that something you say? Like, they were normal villager once before they took an arrow to the knee. No, they were farmers like these, where I needed to give them 6 pumpkins for 1 emerald or 4 melons for 1 emerald, and that is pretty pricey. I mean, I have a little farm on top of this building over here that makes me pumpkins, melons, and sugarcane, but I did not get anywhere near the amount that I need, so I let a zombie infect them, and then I turned them back, and they gave massive discounts. So for example, instead of 22 carrots, we now only have to give them 17 to get an emerald. Instead of 6 pumpkins, we only need 1 to get an emerald. Instead of 4 melons, we only need 1 to get an emerald. And also, instead of paying 3 emeralds for 3 golden carrots, we only pay 1 for 3. And that is really good, because golden carrots is probably one of the best food sources in the game, and that is why I was able to sell that many of them in the bar. But that is really good, and this has been working non-stop, and the farm that I have on top of here has been producing, and this is not it. I have a little bit of more storage over here. A lot of pumpkins, a lot of melons, and I've been trading not only for emeralds. If I did not trade my emeralds any further, I would probably have about 5 to 6 stacks of block of emeralds. But that is not the deal, and that is mainly, look at small stores center. Oh, I can't speak. Today is one of my bad days. But that is mainly have to do with this area. And it is still under construction. I don't know if I quite like the design of the walls and the roof and the floor and everything. But these are my librarians. And for example, this guy has looting 3, smite 5, fortune 3, silk touch, multi-shot. We pretty much have every single enchantment there is in the game. Mending, obviously, that is one of my most popular ones. Depth Strider, I really like that for swimming. Protection 3. I really would like to get Protection 4. That is the only thing that I do not have yet. Infinity, Aqua Affinity. I think I have pretty much the most important ones. And Efficiency 4 over here and Unbreaking 3. Those are really powerful. I think I have, yeah, Unbreaking 3 on that side as well. I have a couple, and I'm still trying to figure out which traits are the best. For example, this guy's Unbreaking 3 is 32 emeralds, whereas this guy, he has the same book for 28. So there's a little bit of stuff that I still need to figure out, but I like where this is going, and I've been trading like non-stop with these villagers, and I've got a lot of books like that. Mending, Aqua Affinity, Silk Touch, Looting. I've got pretty much every single book, and I've been combining them into God books. And I mean, these are books. These are the ones that I've been collecting right now. And these are books that I eventually, calm down, Envy. Think of your words and then speak. Okay. These are the books that I eventually would like to sell somewhere. I don't know if that is in the bar, if I would make a certain shop for that. But these are the books. I've got the books of flight, which are pretty easy. But then I've got a book of soft touch, which has efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, mending, and silk touch. Then we've got the book of the unfortunate, fortune 3, efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, mending. So these are pretty much tools ready to go. If you make your own tool, if you were to make your own pick, you know, craft them out of diamonds with no enchantments, just use one book and it's done. It's the best it could ever get. I've got a book of raining arrows, which has infinity, power 5, unbreaking. I did not add flame or punch to it because I personally do not like, oh, sleep well, buddy. I personally do not always like flame, and that is mainly because if I shoot a mob and he then touches me, I'm set on fire. And that happens more than I like to admit, so yeah, I did not put it on there. But I also have the book of swordsmanship, which is sharpness 5, sweeping edge 3, looting 3, unbreaking 3, mending. That is the best book that I have, and this needs a lot of experience. And you guys can see my anvil is almost broken again, and this is my 4th anvil already. So yeah, quite a lot of iron is going into this. Book of gathering, efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, mending. That is just for your normal shovels and axes. And then I have the book of the gentle flipper, protection 4, feather falling 4, depth strider 3, and mending. Pretty much my favorite book, and I kind of have that on my flippers over here too. So yeah, this is going quite well, and I've been just, you know, waiting for them to switch trades. This one has fortune 2, I don't want that. This one have looting 1, I don't want that. The rest of the ones are already taken. Okay, so these guys switch trades like maybe twice a Minecraft day, and so I just sit here, wait, make books, and then check them, and then if they have a trade that I want, for example mending, I would lock that. I would, you know, trade a book with them, trade a bunch of emeralds, try to unlock even more trades, because these librarians can have up to 3 book trades. This guy only has 2, this guy has 3, and so I've been just, you know, looking for the best trades. So if this guy would have mending but nothing else, this guy unfortunately has to go, and I would substitute it with another villager, and then we would go through the same process again. I know I've been talking a lot, and this is quite the talky episode, but there's just so much that I want to show you guys and I want to talk about, and I know it's not as fancy as I normally do, but I hope you guys don't mind. This is easier for me, and these villagers are not trading. Oh, it's probably because it's night. Stupid envy. Okay, let's go to the farm upstairs, shall we? And this, ladies and gentlemen, is my pumpkin, melon, and sugarcane farm. And those of you who know me, I am not the best at redstone, so I'm just going to try to tell you guys how this works, and I'm going to struggle. I am going to struggle, let me warn you. First off, this sugarcane farm, it is not difficult. I mean, it was difficult for me, but this is pretty much your most standard sugarcane farm. You have dirt or sand down there. Hello, sugarcane. Why are you not in the water? But you have your dirt and your sugarcane, and this is growing. And then we have an observer over here that observes this piece of sugarcane. And if that grows in front of its face, you know, it has a face, that would send out a redstone signal, pulses every single one of these pistons, and then fire off the sugarcane that is growing in front of it. For example, there you go. And this is not flawless. I mean, something is falling on the dirt blocks, but hey, this is a passive farm. This is fine. If only, you know, 50% would get into the water, that is 50% that I do not have to mine. I don't have to touch personally, and I can just go ahead and do other stuff like trade with the villagers and such. But then there's this, and this is our melon and pumpkin farm, and it's a little bit and this side. It's a little bit more interesting. Is that not going in there? It is. Okay, bye-bye. This is a little bit more interesting than the sugarcane farm, and this is a little bit more difficult to explain, probably. And it all comes down to these stems. We have melon and pumpkin stems alternating every single block, and then there is an observer watching that stem very carefully, and if that stem tries to, you know, grow a pumpkin or a melon, it could grow on one of these 4 blocks. And so if that grows, it would send, or it would change something in its information, and the observer would detect that. And because of the observer, holy heck, because the observer is facing the stem, it would output a redstone signal into this block up there. It's just a stone block, it's nothing special. But these note blocks would detect that. If there is a signal in that block, it would detect it. It would send out a signal to the piston, and then it will try to push off the pumpkin. So if this one grows a pumpkin over here, it would detect it and push off the pumpkin, and the pumpkin would end up in the hopper system down below. Because this stem can grow on 4 places, you need the observer triggering 4 pistons. So if this one grows, it'll trigger 4 pistons. It will trigger that one, this one, and then one over here if we were to have one. So that's pretty much the basics of it. Don't ask me how this works with, you know, the note block and this block and then the piston, you know, pretty much detecting that this guy gives a signal. I don't know. I don't know. I followed the tutorial. I'm pretty happy that I got it to work, and so I just don't ask any more questions. I'm just like, okay, this works. Don't touch it. Be gone. And this pretty much gives us unlimited passive crops. Sugarcane, melon, and pumpkin. And so we can trade that for emeralds. And I need to get rid of that pillar real quick, but we'll do that later. And we can trade that for emeralds with these villagers and the librarians down below. And this is the output. It is pretty okay. I'm gonna say pretty okay. It's not the best. There's probably stuff that I can improve, but I am no redstone expert. This is all that I'm gonna do today, at least. I mean, maybe I can grow in the future, but as of my redstone knowledge for now, that is it, and I'm quite happy with it. I mean, look at that. That is a lot of resources. And that is basically all I have time for today. I know it has been quite the talky episode, and the security is pushing me. I probably should go. You know, it doesn't like me being here too long, harassing the villagers. But this is basically gonna be it for today's episode. I know it's been a lot of talking, a lot of showing, not really building anything. Nothing that you are usually expecting from me, like highly edited, fast-paced content. But I've been really busy lately, and this is pretty much all I can do without you having to wait for another month for an episode. So I hope you guys don't mind. I've been doing a lot of stuff off camera, and I hope that shows. This storage system is cool. I like the way the blocks go through the signs. But yeah, this is basically going to be it for this episode. I cannot speak anymore, so I should probably end it. I've been talking way too much. This has been out of my comfort zone too. I hope you guys don't mind. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you guys think, okay? And I will see you guys in the next one. Stay awesome. Be nice. See you later. Goodbye.